Good evening and welcome, friends, family, faculty, administrators, board members, members of the Mendocino College Foundation, clinical partners, preceptors, and most importantly, graduates of the 2022 Mendocino College RN program. I'm Suzanne Hewitt, the director of the nursing program at Mendocino College. It is wonderful to be here this evening in person with all of you in this beautiful setting to celebrate our graduates. And tonight we are also acknowledging the friends and family that supported our graduates throughout their nursing school experience. Buenas tardes y bienvenidas, amigos, familias, y lo más importante, los graduados del programa de enfermería registrado en el Colegio Mendocino 2022. Es maravilloso estar aquí esta noche en persona en este hermoso lugar con todos ustedes para celebrar con nuestros graduados. Y esta noche también estamos agradeciendo a los amigos y familiares que han apoyado a nuestros graduados a lo largo de su experiencia en la escuela de enfermería. Gracias. Okay. Thank you. Before the ceremony begins, we have two special speakers who would like to address the RN class of 2022 and our guests. First is Dennis Azeltine, the Dean of Career and Technical Education.
Thank you, Nursing Director and Assistant Dean Suzanne Hewitt. Wow, it's been windy today. You know, on the way to this pinning ceremony, I ran into this young woman with ruby slippers on, had a dog named Toto, and said her name was Dorothy. Dorothy said she just blew in from Kansas. I believe it. I know it's a bad dad joke, okay? I had the opportunity to support and be a working part of the Mendocino College Nursing Program for the past 6 years. Our nursing students seated here today have worked so very hard in the past 2 years to be here right now. Getting this far is difficult. I know I'm not telling you anything new. Getting this far during a worldwide pandemic for the past 2 years is extraordinary. Congratulations, nursing students. Some of you may have been thinking to yourself today, I did not come this far just to come this far and stop. That's a good thought. That's the attitude our new nursing instructor, Debbie Summit, had years back when she sat where you are now at her pinning ceremony at Mendo. Debbie Summit went on to earn a baccalaureate and a master's degree in nursing. She came back. What we want to do is to continue to support all of you on your healthcare pathway. We want you to come back and help us keep this top state-rated nursing program strong, vibrant, and current. Some of you here are aware that this is my finish line. After 45 years as an instructor, a director, a high school principal, and the dean of Mendocino College, all of this service has been in Mendocino County, by the way. I'm retiring. My takeaway from these past 4.5 decades, I feel like clapping too, but I'm not going to, okay? My takeaway from this past 4.5 decades that worked for me and will open doors for you in the future are using two responses for your patients and your colleagues. They are empathy and appreciation. Demonstrating empathy for patients and a care team. Demonstrate appreciation by telling your colleagues you appreciate their support. Empathy and appreciation are two skills that will make you feel everyone is working for each other. Everyone is working for each other as a team in healthcare. These two simple behaviors that originate from your heart can change the way you start and end each day. So let's start this now, Mendocino College Nursing Class of 2020. Let's tell your family and friends and loved ones you appreciate their support. Please rise up. Join me now. Every one of you is working for each other. Let's show our appreciation. All right. Thank you, thank you. So I greatly appreciate our next speaker. She led Mendocino College through a state accreditation process. We earned one of the best ratings of the 114 community colleges in California. The accreditation team referred to us as small but mighty. It is my honor to introduce our Vice President of Academic Affairs. She keeps us current, healthy, and wise, Deborah Pollack.
I'm going to miss Dennis because he always gives me the best introductions. I don't think there's going to be anybody left that will do that for me. But thanks, Dennis. So it's so great to see everybody, to be outdoors with you and see everybody face to face and see all your faces. Everybody looks beautiful. So I'll start with that. And the other thing I need to do first is, on behalf of Mendocino College, I need to thank a few people. I don't know if Judson Howe is here. He's the president, CEO of Adventist Health. Adventist Health has been such an important partner to the college. They've supported us with financially to help us hire faculty. They, of course, provide so many of our clinical opportunities in Willits, in Ukiah, and, of course, on the coast most recently. And they've just set, I'm sure, a great example for you all. And so we're really fortunate to have them. Also, today, I think we have 5 of our Board of Trustees here. And I want to thank them for being here. We have the President of the Board of Trustees, Trustee Pinoli, is here somewhere. We have Trustee Anderson, Trustee Martinez, Trustee Tompkins, and Trustee Nickerman is here. So I hope I didn't miss anybody. I just kept track as I saw people came in. Who else is here?
Trustee Myers.
Oh, Trustee Myers is here too. Oh, there you are. Thank you so much for being here. The board is really student focused, and they know the nursing program is so important to the college and to the community. And also, I'd like to thank the Mendocino College Foundation for all the support that they provide to the nursing program, and really specifically to the students, right? And I do know that the president of the board, Linda Chapman, is here. I'm sure there are others here too, but I got to speak to her. So thank you. And then, of course, I want to thank your nursing director and Assistant Dean Suzanne Hewitt and all the faculty and staff. And have we given them a round of applause? Can we give them a round of applause? As you all know, they dedicate themselves to provide you all with a top-notch classroom and clinical experience. I know as administrator that they're always looking out for their students to bring them the best possible learning environments. That means finding all the quality faculty you have, up-to-date equipment, and truly providing you with the best possible preparation for the important field of registered nursing. Our nursing program is ranked among the highest in the state every year, and it's because of this team that we're able to do that. So thank you. Okay, so now I want to turn my attention to you, the students. The wind will cooperate here. And this field of registered nursing that you have chosen. As Dennis was saying, you've all worked so hard to get to this point. Before you even began in the nursing program, you took all the prerequisite courses. You took chemistry, anatomy, physiology, microbiology, and the other important general education classes. And during that time, you not only gained the knowledge and skills to be successful in nursing, but don't forget the sociology, the psychology, the English classes you took that will help you be of service to people, to help you understand and have empathy that Dennis talked about for the patients that you meet. Then you apply to the nursing program. Maybe you were lucky enough to get in the first time, but I bet many of you got here on your second, or maybe your third, or maybe even your fourth try. Once in, you work for 2 years with an amazing team to gain the knowledge and experience to become a registered nurse. That means you've taken some tough exams, and I'm sure you've had experiences in your clinical settings that have challenged you, challenged your knowledge and skill, but also have challenged you emotionally. Sorry. And I bet they've challenged you to become a better nurse and a better person. Yet here you are at this beautiful ceremony, having completed the requirements of the nursing program. So I want you for a moment to think about a strength that you have that allowed for your success. Okay, this is not a time, you don't be humble or modest, let your mind brag to yourself for a minute. And also the loved ones that are here. Think about your people up here. What is a strength you see in them? Okay, that helped them, that you think really helped them get through. And help them be able to be strong enough to persevere. Okay, I'll give you a moment. All right, does anybody want to share, shout something out, what your strength is? Or someone, perseverance, okay. Loved one's going to shout it out. Anybody else? Resilience, okay. Grit. All right, anything else? Focus, thank you. Dedication. Courage. Motivation, courage. Did I hear courage back there? Awesome, thank you. Determination. Stubbornness. Did everybody hear that? Good one. Patience. Thank you. Patience. That's external. I don't think that's an inner strength, but we'll take it. The ability to drink caffeine. Okay. Anybody else? Love. Thank you. Love. Having grace. All right. Good. Well, if you didn't get to shout something, make sure you share with your loved ones, and make sure the loved ones, you share with them what you thought of, okay, so that you can keep that with you. So next I want to talk about the community you have formed among your class here. Think about how important their support was in your success. That community and the new ones you build will be really important to your continued success. And Dennis asked you to also, of course, acknowledge all your loved ones. You might have been a mother, a father, a spouse, a brother, a sister, or your children, right? But think about who the people are that really supported you and helped you get through this. So in some ways, the secret to success is super simple, right? You show up and you do the work. You've all done that. You've shown up and you've done the work. But it really takes all of the components that, your strengths, your loved ones, the fantastic team, and that learning environment to really allow you to show up and do that work. And the work you have chosen is to be a nurse, a registered nurse. Today, in fact, this pinning ceremony is meant to make you a member of that professional community. So thank you. Thank you for choosing a career that will supply such value to your communities. Thank you for becoming experts in providing medical care. Thank you for all the lives you'll save and you'll improve through your work, through the career you've chosen. And, I didn't want to make my speech be about COVID because that's all we've talked about for a long time. But I do want to say this. The pandemic has brought a lot of attention to your field, right? It has helped the general public to see how difficult the work can be sometimes. It can be heartbreaking. There can be long hours. Of course, it also can be extremely rewarding to make a difference in people's lives. However, during COVID, the work of healthcare providers has been tough, right? There's no doubt. It has been tough. But what I am really encouraged by is even during these times, we are receiving more applications than ever to be in the nursing department. We had over 190 applications this year for the 24 positions, for the 24 slots we have. And as hard as it is to turn so many students away, it also shows that there are so many people who will turn toward that difficult work to make a difference in people's lives. And, if we listen too much to the news, we might think that people don't care about each other. But the truth is that, yeah, there might be some work to do in that area, but the majority of us do care. In fact, many care so deeply that they devote their careers to providing that care, whether it's medical, emotional, or educational to others. And for me, that reminds me of the beauty of humanity, and that gives me hope. So, Mendocino College is so proud and so thankful for our nursing program and for the work that you will do. Each patient you serve, each family member you reach out to, changes the world. You change their world, and I believe that changes the world a little bit at a time for all of us. So thank you, congratulations, and enjoy the rest of this beautiful ceremony.
Thank you, Dennis and Deborah, both. The class of 2022, along with facing the usual strenuous demands of nursing school, started the nursing program in 2020 during a global pandemic, completed all of their clinical rotations during a global pandemic, and are graduating from nursing school just days after this country marked the grim milestone of 1 million deaths from COVID-19. 2020 was also the year that was designated by the World Health Organization as the Year of the Nurse. And in 2020, we celebrated the 200th birthday of Florence Nightingale, one of my classmates. More about her later. But throughout all the challenges presented to them in the past 2 years, these students have demonstrated grace, incredible flexibility, and resilience. Students who only knew each other as small pictures on a Zoom screen during the first 2 semesters and only saw the top halves of one another's faces for the 3rd and 4th semesters have forged friendships that will last a lifetime. And thanks to people like Judson Howe and Adventist Health, many of our students will build new memories as they work alongside one another in our local hospitals. I would now like to present the nursing class of 2022 class president, Gabriella Bushway. All right.
In representation of the diversity of our program, I will be conducting the nursing graduation speech in English first, followed by Spanish. Good evening, faculty members, family, friends, and class of 2022. I would like to start by thanking you for joining us as we commemorate this important milestone, our transition from nursing students to nursing graduates. Our first semester of nursing school in the year 2020 started like any other. However, we soon found out this year of nursing school was nothing like any others before. 2020 will be remembered as the year the global pandemic put the world on hold, a time when we were beset with uncertainty, fear of the unknown, and had more questions than answers. And yet, for us, it was just the beginning of a journey. I want to express how proud I am of our class, not only for facing the obstacles brought up by COVID pandemic, but also for meeting the many significant challenges that are normally just part of nursing school. Because of the global pandemic hit right at the beginning of our nursing education, we started our journey through a virtual learning divided into very small groups in clinicals and during lab time. This was the only interaction our class had with one another for most of our first year of nursing school. For our class, it was not until the end of our second semester that we finally met each other in person for the first time, even if it was with a mask on. We faced many adversities, had many doubts, and overcome many struggles. We were always there to support one another. Through these many challenges, we found ways to learn to adapt, to be resilient during adversity, and to make ourselves and each other better throughout the common struggles, and ultimately we prevail. As we now go on and pursue our individual careers, these lessons will follow us, making us more tolerant and adaptable nurses, better equipped for the new challenges we will soon face. I would like to acknowledge our nursing faculty, administration, and staff and express our gratitude for going above and beyond to ensure that we were successful. Not only did they have to quickly transition from an in-person curriculum to a virtual one, literally overnight, not only for our class, but also for the last 2 classes of nursing students. In short amount of time, they were able to provide us with all the tools we needed to be successful. We know they worked tirelessly, canceled vacations, and took time away from their own families to enable us to succeed and to make us good nurses. We could not ask for better role models. While other programs were put on hold, our program continued moving forward. We are so grateful for all the support and hard work that guide us and brought us here today, fulfilling our dream to become registered nurses. I would also like to recognize the affiliated healthcare organizations who also supported our education by providing us hands-on clinical experience, mentorship, and seasoned environment in which we learn to grow, and often even financial assistance when we need it. We couldn't have done it without you. Dr. Anil Kumar said, "Difficult roads sometimes lead to beautiful destinations. The more difficult it is to reach the destination, the more you will remember the journey. Our journey has been full of obstacles, challenge, and hardships, but also has been full of accomplishments, friendship, and a strong determination, a journey that will forever be in our hearts. As we finish our first chapter of nursing education, let us reflect on what we have learned, what we have accomplished, and what we have become, not only as nursing graduates, but also as individuals. Let's not stop here. Let's continue moving forward. Let's not forget what Florence Nightingale said, I'm not yet worthy, and I will live to deserve to be called a trained nurse." Thank you. Buenas tardes, miembros de la facultad, familias, amigos y generación 2022. Quisiera empezar agradeciendo su presencia a la conmemoración de este importante parteaguas, nuestra transición de estudiantes de enfermería a enfermeros graduados. Nuestro primer semestre de enfermería inició como cualquier otro. Sin embargo, pronto descubrimos que este año no tendría nada en común con los anteriores. El año 2020 será recordado como el año pausado por una pandemia, momento en el cual estuvimos rodeados de incertidumbre, miedo a lo desconocido y teníamos más preguntas que respuestas. A pesar de eso, nos encontramos al inicio de nuestro viaje. Quisiera expresar cuán orgullosa me siento de mis compañeros de clase, no nada más por haber enfrentado los obstáculos traídos a causa de la pandemia por COVID, pero también por haber logrado los retos significativos que representa la carrera. Debido a la pandemia que comenzó al inicio de nuestra educación de enfermería, iniciamos nuestro camino a través del aprendizaje virtual divididos en pequeños grupos para práctica clínica y laboratorio. Esta era la única interacción que teníamos como compañeros y fue así durante casi todo el primer año. No fue hasta finales de nuestro segundo semestre que finalmente, y con los cubrebocas puestos, que pudimos conocernos en persona. Nos enfrentamos a muchas adversidades, tuvimos muchas dudas y superamos muchas dificultades, pero siempre estuvimos para apoyarnos mutuamente. A través de todos estos retos, encontramos maneras de adaptarnos y ser resilientes a la adversidad. Aprendimos a ser mejores a través de las dificultades que compartimos, logrando finalmente prevalecer. Al iniciar nuestra carrera con objetivos individuales, las lecciones aprendidas permanecen con nosotros, haciéndonos enfermeros más tolerantes y capaces de adaptarnos a los nuevos retos que pronto enfrentaremos. Me gustaría reconocer al personal que integra la Facultad de Enfermería y al personal administrativo. Deseo expresar mi gratitud por haber hecho lo imposible para asegurar nuestro éxito. No nada más tuvieron que hacer transición de plan de estudios en presencia virtual de la noche a la mañana para nuestro grupo, sino para las últimas 2 generaciones de enfermería. En muy poco tiempo lograron proporcionarnos todas las herramientas necesarias para triunfar. Sabemos que trabajaron sin descanso, cancelaron vacaciones y sacrificaron tiempo para sus propias familias, para permitirnos sobresalir y compartir y convertirnos en buenos enfermeros. No podríamos pedir mejor modelos a seguir. Mientras otros programas tuvieron que detenerse, el nuestro continúa avanzando. Estamos muy agradecidos por todo su apoyo y arduo trabajo que nos condujo al día de hoy, en el que cumplimos nuestro sueño de ser profesionales de la enfermería. Quisiera reconocer a las instituciones dedicadas al cuidado de la salud que también contribuyeron a nuestra educación, dándonos la oportunidad de tener experiencia clínica, convirtiéndose nuestros mentores en un ambiente enriquecido para aprender, crecer e incluso ofreciendo asistencia financiera. No lo habríamos logrado sin ustedes. El doctor Anil Kumar dijo, los caminos tortuosos a veces llevan a destinos hermosos. Entre más difícil sea el camino, más se recordará el viaje. Nuestro viaje ha sido lleno de obstáculos, retos y dificultades, pero también estuvo lleno de logros, amistades y una fuerte determinación. Un viaje que permanecerá en nuestros corazones por siempre. Al concluir el primer capítulo de nuestra educación en enfermería, reflexionemos cuánto hemos aprendido y lo que hemos logrado, no solo como profesionales graduados, pero también como individuos. No nos detengamos aquí, continuemos avanzando. No olvidemos las palabras de Florence Nightingale. Aún no soy digna, pero viviré para ser llamada enfermera capacitada. Gracias.
Our graduates are entering nursing at a time when nurses are needed more than ever. It is also a time that nurses and other healthcare professionals are being recognized and respected for their work they do in our communities. Pinning ceremonies have been a part of nursing since 1880. The pinning ceremony represents the completion of the graduate's nursing education, their transition into the profession of nursing, and the beginning of a lifelong career of service and changing the lives of others. We will now introduce our graduates as we have them enter the stage to be pinned. Each graduate has written a few words to thank those who have been important to them in the long journey that brought them to the stage this evening. The graduates will be introduced in alphabetical order by last name. If one person for each graduate would like to take photos, they may enter the center aisle as their graduate's name is called and come up and take a photo of the pinning. Okay. Our graduates will be announced by two of our nursing faculty, Lisa Leonard and Debbie Summit.
Rebecca Alfaro would like to thank all of her classmates and her family for the encouragement they have provided throughout my nursing journey. I would especially like to thank my husband for all of his patience and support. Thank you to my two sons, Matthias and Damien, for filling my life with so much happiness and for making me smile even on my most stressful days. I also want to thank my parents for everything they have taught me. Any accomplishment that I have had is a direct result of the work ethics and value you both instilled in me.
Tess Antonetti. Tess would like to thank God for her many blessings. Thaddeus, thank you for countless sacrifices you have made for me to accomplish my goals. Thank you to my noble, your sweet face is my greatest joy in life. To my parents, thank you for continuously believing in me. Thank you to all of my family who have cheered me on through each step. Thank you for the companionship and support through this incredible journey to my classmates. Congratulations to the nursing class of 2022. We did it.
Monica Arujo Talent states, I am very grateful for my family and friends who always believed in me and helped me through this journey. I am thankful for my wonderful son, Mateus. Thank you for being in my life and forever changing me. You always had encouraging words that kept me going. Special thanks to my friend Eduardo, who helped me fulfill my dream. My path as a nurse continues because this is my passion, and hopefully it will be a never-ending journey. Obrigada, Brazil. Ayamos besos.
Brianna Artis. Brianna would like to give a huge thank you to everyone involved in her long nursing journey towards becoming an RN. She wants to especially thank her husband, Chris, who has been her unwavering #1 supporter. She could not have done this without him. She would also like to thank all 4 of her parents who have always been behind both Brianna and Chris, helping them both develop their careers and future. Thank you to all her friends for being a listening ear. Many wonderful nurses have personally helped shape her practice, and she will continue to remember them throughout her career and lifetime. Thank you all so very much.
Cody Benton would like to thank all of you that helped me turn this dream into reality. Most importantly, my wife Bobby Lynn and son Orion. Love you guys.
Matthew Bold. Matthew says, I'm overjoyed and immensely proud of what we have all accomplished today. I would like to thank my wife for all her unconditional support, sacrifices, and understanding over the last several years. You are amazing. A big thank you to all my family, friends, and wonderful classmates for always being there when I needed your support. I would also like to thank PAMC for supporting me throughout my educational journey. I would like to share my immense appreciation for all the professors, clinical instructors, sim lab instructors, nurses, physicians, and my preceptor who all helped me learn and succeed in this program. Thank you.
Bobby Burns would like to start off by saying thank you to all the amazing people that made this program possible. The last couple of years have been hectic, to say the least, and she's so grateful to be a part of this year's graduating class. Secondly, she would like to thank AHUV for having her not only as an employee for the past 6 years, but also for helping her grow from the girl in admitting into Bobby Burns RN. Last but not least, she would like to thank her family and her husband for being on the sidelines to cheer her on even when she did not believe in herself. And so the adventure begins.
Taylor Burrell. Taylor says thank you to the faculty and instructors who have guided us during this process. Thank you to my family and friends for supporting me every step of the way. Thank you to Tim and Peyton for putting up with long nights of studying, supporting me, and encouraging me through every moment. To my nursing classmates, we did it. The late night studies, stressful ATI exams, early morning clinicals, and stressful sim labs have led us to this moment. I know each and every one of you will make fantastic nurses. To my labor and delivery family, thank you for encouraging me and paving the way for me as a future labor and delivery nurse.
Gabby Bushway would like to thank her family and friends for all their love and support through this journey, especially my mom. Thanks, Mama. I couldn't have done it without you. To my brother Alan, my sister Eva, I love you guys. To my son Devin for being my biggest motivation in life. This is for you. I love you more than words can ever describe. Finally, to my dad, thank you for always believing in me. I will do my best to make you proud. I love you and I miss you. I will always keep you in my heart.
Shannon Colby. Shannon says, thank you, Tom, for all the sacrifices you've made to help me through this. You worked nonstop so I didn't have to. You had home-cooked meals ready for me after long days of clinicals, lectures, and studying. You tolerated all my complaints and talked me through them. Crystal, for believing in me, bringing me up when I was down, and always making time for me by working around my crazy schedule. Joe, Serena, and Sierra, who understood when I had to turn down plans but always included and invited me anyway. Mom, for your support and help through it all.
Bronwyn Ager. I would like to thank my wonderful husband, Oren, for supporting me through it all. My two amazing children, Kelson and Jordan, and my mom, dad, sister, brother, sisters-in-law, and brother-in-law who have believed in me every step of the way. My father-in-law who has never doubted my ability to finish this program. My beautiful mother-in-law who is here in spirit, smiling down from heaven. My best friends, Serena and Michelle, who have been there to listen when I needed them most. My classmates who have become my family through these last 2 years. I couldn't have done it without them. And the wonderful teachers and staff at Mendocino College who have done everything within their power to ensure our success in this program.
Maribel Gonzalez. Maribel says, to my love Angel, my parents Jose and Anna, my sisters Lupita and Anna, my niece Kaylee, and my nephew Jaden, I could never thank you enough for everything you have done for me. You have been my motivation throughout this entire journey. I appreciate and love you all. To my mother-in-law Lisa, sisters-in-law Cynthia and Vanessa, my niece Deleza, and my best friend Stephanie, thank you for always being there for me. Love you all. Esco and Tito, my dogs, love you boys. Couldn't have done it without you. And thank you, Suzanne, Heidi, Lisa, and the rest of the nursing faculty for going above and beyond for us to reach this moment.
Rebecca Grupe says, thank you to my beautiful daughter, Rowan Monroe, my shining light. You have a kind, sensitive, wonderfully adventurous soul and are so incredibly funny, my darling. Everything I do is for you. Thank you for helping Mama study for head-to-toe checkoffs, which sometimes took hours. Thank you to my love for being the most wonderful partner in life, and for always making sure multiple alarms were set for those wondrous 3 a.m. wake-up times. Thank you to my nursing tribe, friends that I know and will be lifelong friends. Thank you to my loving, supportive family and amazing friends who stood by me through these last 2 years and every crazy curveball life had to throw in my way.
Kelly Hansen. Kelly says, for the past 10 years, I have been working toward this dream. Through each obstacle, you stood by me, believed in me, and gave me strength to carry on. I want to thank my husband, Tad, for supporting my dream. Without you, I couldn't have done it. My children, Quinn, Davin, and Keegan, for your love, encouragement, support, and patience. My mother, grandmother, and John, for always believing in me. My brothers, for your unconditional love. My father, my angel, for giving me the strength to continue. To the class of 2022, thank you for welcoming me with open arms, and the nursing staff, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you did to support me over the years. Dreams come true.
Lisa Joseph says, Grant and Peyton, my children, my reason, and the best part of me. I love you both so much. To my friends and family, thank you for believing in me and making this possible. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston S. Churchill.
Caitlin Joyner. Caitlin says, thank you to my family and friends that have supported me through this journey. I could not have done this without all of you. I'm grateful to all the staff for this program that encouraged us every day and taught us how to be excellent nurses. I miss you, Nana. I hope you're proud of me today. Thank you, Mom, for pushing me in this direction. Bronwyn, Vanessa, Cody, and Matt, I'll miss all the laughs and jokes. I love you all, and I'm happy we made it this far. Congratulations.
Autumn Mahan. Autumn would like to thank her husband for always being there, supporting her, encouraging her, and juggling the rest of life while she was a student. She would like to thank her two sons for believing in her dream of becoming a nurse, and her parents for encouraging and in helping with whatever was needed. Thank you to all the teachers and faculty that made this possible. Without you, this program would not exist. Lastly, thank you to the best study group, friends, and classmates.
Vanessa McFarland. Vanessa says, with his grace, I made it. We made it. Thank you to my oldest daughter, Mia, for giving me the drive to continue my education right after high school, and to my 3 younger children, Bella, Lucas, and Addie, for encouraging me daily throughout this program. My husband, Adam, thank you for learning to communicate me while there was a computer between us, and being a semi-single parent who relates this program as my deployment of sorts. My parents and sibling for encouraging the perseverance of my goals. Thank you to all those who have checked in on me over the last 2 years to ask how they could support me. I cannot tell you how much you mean to me.
Jade Mullins. First, I'd like to thank Aaron, Nova, and Odin for making this possible for me. I could not have done this without you. A huge thank you to my mom for her constant support. To my fellow students, especially my original group, Tess, Shannon, and Maribel, thank you for everything. Thank you to my instructors who all found a way to inspire me on this journey. Lastly, thank you, Bryce, my preceptor, for showing me what it is to be a great nurse. You set the tone for the beginning of my career, and I am eternally grateful.
Donna Perez. Donna says, I want to thank my amazing daughter Elena for being my motivation, my parents for being so supportive and always pushing me to be my best, my sisters for always believing in me even when I doubted myself, my brothers for always supporting me, and my friends for being so encouraging and kind. I also want to thank all of our instructors for their time and help during the last 2 years. Lastly, all the friends that I have made during nursing school. You guys have been great, and I'm so happy we were able to finish this together.
Amanda Plumeau. Thank you to everyone, my friends and family who have cheered me on and supported me throughout my journey of becoming a nurse. I appreciate everyone who has been there for me through this stressful and exciting time in my life. It has been an awesome journey. Thank you to everyone who showed up today to make this day even more special.
Kaylee Seaton. Kaylee says, first and foremost, I would like to thank my boyfriend Kyle for being my biggest cheerleader throughout this entire journey. You have encouraged and supported me, and I cannot thank you enough. Secondly, I would like to thank my family, Mom, Dad, Rocco, Jet, Aaron, Trina, and Cash, my dog, for your constant love, support, and motivation. Thank you to the staff and instructors for making this program so wonderful and setting us all up to become the best nurses we can be. I feel so lucky to have had the best class of peers who truly supported each other through this process and who I think of as lifelong friends. We did it.
Christy Talamentis. Today, I'm not only proud of myself, I'm also proud to be a part of such a hardworking group of people. I wish each of you nothing but the best on our respective journeys in the world of nursing. I also want to thank the people closest to me for always being there, supporting me, especially when times were harder than I ever imagined they'd be. Many times I felt like I was in over my head, like I had overestimated my abilities. But thankfully, I did not let my doubts stop me from reaching this milestone. We did it. We made it out of nursing school alive.
Ashley Williams. Ashley says, to my family and friends who supported me through this challenge and pushed me to strive for the best, thank you. I would not be here without my village. And to my son for remaining my inspiration each day. I can't forget to thank all of the wonderful staff and instructors that made this possible throughout this crazy journey. Thank you all.
Heidi Crane will now lead the graduates in the candle lighting and nursing pledge.
The lamp of knowledge is a symbol of the nursing profession. We light our candles today as we think of Florence Nightingale, the founder of the modern nursing profession, tending to patients by candlelight. Graduates, please open your programs to the Nursing Pledge and repeat after me. In the presence of this assembly, I pledge. To practice the profession of nursing faithfully and with honesty. I pledge to do all within my power to elevate the standard of the profession. And to hold in confidence all personal information with which I am entrusted in the course of my duties. With loyalty, advocacy, and pride, I will work within the healthcare team and be devoted to the welfare and dignity of those within my care. You may now extinguish your candles and have a seat.
Lisa Leonard will now present 4 awards to 4 students who have excelled in the areas of academic excellence, clinical excellence, leadership, and the heart of nursing.
Okay. So our first award, Aristotle tells us excellence is not an act but a habit. Our first award goes to a habitually hardworking student who has demonstrated dedication and diligence in their studies throughout the program. The award for academic excellence goes to Maribel Gonzalez. You're welcome. Okay. The next award goes to a student who has shown outstanding clinical judgment, professionalism, and dedication throughout clinical rotations and preceptorship. Florence Nightingale said, "I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuse." And this student certainly has never given any excuses, even when they could have. The award for clinical excellence goes to Matthew Bold. All right. So in our textbook, it talked about leadership occurring whenever one person attempts to influence an individual or group, up, down, or sideways. This student has worked hard to positively influence and lead the class as they navigated the challenges of nursing school. The Leadership Award goes to Gabriella Bushway. Okay. Nursing is both a science and an art. And our next award goes to a student who exemplifies the care and compassion people associate with nursing. This student has overcome and persevered, remaining true to their dream of becoming a nurse. The Heart of Nursing Award goes to Kelly Hansen.
Before we close the ceremony, we have one final guest with a very special announcement. Julie McGovern is here representing the Mendocino College Foundation.
Thank you, and congratulations to all of you graduates. You have one final step to take before you can make it official, and that's to take your NCLEX state exams. 10 years ago, the late Alba Trami donated the funds to pay for every single nursing graduate student's exams, and we're happy to announce that thanks to our foundation donors, this year, once again, for the 10th straight year, we'll be covering your NCLEX state exams. So, way to go.
So don't leave early. We have something for you. Julie does. In closing, nurses, you have accomplished remarkable feats in the past 2 years as a result of your hard work and the dedication of faculty, administration, the BRN, and our clinical partners. You have made it through what is arguably one of the most difficult times to be a nurse or nursing student. You've gained a new perspective on how precious and fleeting life can be. You've been there to see new life enter the world. You've seen patients fight to survive seemingly unsurvivable circumstances, and you have been present as some lose that fight and leave this life. Know that you have the ability to make a difference in someone's life every day. Just as there are certain patients that a nurse will never forget, there are nurses that patients will never forget. It is your privilege to be that nurse. You live here today. Seems like you leave here today with all of our hopes, dreams, and wishes for a brilliant future as professional nurses. I know you will serve this community with dedication, professionalism, competence, and compassion. We are all very, very proud of you. Thank you, and good night.